This is Booze at 10 with Graham Whistler.
Hello, good evening, and welcome again to Booze at 10. This is the topical-ish panel show where myself and a panel of comedians take the topical out of the news and instead just get a little bit drunk. However, much like the news, we do still have the bongs. Yes, love that. So big news, everyone. I'm getting my COVID vaccine. Hooray. Good. It's almost over, guys. It's almost over. So tonight I thought it'd be appropriate to cover some of the side effects and some of the conspiracy theories of the vaccine. So that'll be a lot of fun. As always, thank you for watching, and please do get involved in the comments. You can also donate to the show if you'd like to support us via the PayPal link, which is paypal.me/gwhistercomedy, or you can use the QR code in the corner. Yeah, good. We just about got away with that.
Well done. That's the first time you've pointed in the right direction on StreamYard.
Yeah,
congratulations.
Even though I was almost there, I still went like that at the end. Just as I got there, I went up
the opposite way there. Which is weird, because if you're on a Zoom gig, it's then the opposite way. So that does mess you about a bit.
I would not be okay with that. Yes, so you can donate that way as well. However, if you'd like to support the show and you can't afford any money, that's also then fine. You can support us. Yeah, you can support us by subscribing to the Provocative Comedy or Graham Whistler Comedy YouTube channels. That would be amazing. Cool. And as always, our esteemed producer Alex Lieb is here, as I'm sure you can tell already. Good evening, Alex. How are you?
Good. Good evening, Graham. I'm good, thanks. I'm hijacking a little earlier than normal. Apologies.
No, that's fine. It's good. You can get involved with the plug as well. I've got a little plug to do before the show.
Oh, is this sponsored content?
It's sponsored content, everyone. Yes. Yeah. Unbelievable. So this is a piece of artwork that I got for my birthday from Mr. David Hall, because I'm a big fan of DC and Batman, and specifically The Dark Knight and Heath Ledger there. And he's painted that. And I think that's particularly amazing. So go check out his Instagram, David Hall Art. At David Hall Art on Instagram. Go check it out. He does all sorts of custom commissions and stuff, including some really. I'll read out some of the interesting ones he does. So this picture here.
Hang on. How many cameras has your phone got?
Oh, like 4, 5. Yeah.
Okay. That feels like I'm in a lift and I'm trying to press which button for what floor.
Yeah, it's 108 megapixels. It's pretty amazing.
Okay.
So just to give you an idea of some of his artwork. And the range that it goes to, there's including Lil. So we've got Lil Peep, Dredd. You've got Danny DeVito from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Danny DeVito artwork, that is amazing.
Yeah, and Boba Fett as well. Was that? No, that's the Mandalorian, isn't it? It's Mandalorian.
Who's the dude? Who's the artist?
Lil Peep, and that's so it's David Hall. Dave Hall,
because Dave Hall is watching, and he's commented already saying, "Yay, sponsorship!"
Yeah, so there you go. So thank you very much, Dave. Go and check that out after the show. Cool. Right. So one of the main stories I wanted to cover tonight is largely down to the COVID vaccine, because I'm getting mine on Saturday. So I've been reading up some stories. One of the weirdest ones I found was people are worried about. And this is pretty prominent on Facebook as well. It's been all over the place. People are worried about COVID, the COVID vaccine changing your DNA, which is mad, isn't it?
Would you like to talk to the manager, Karen?
Exactly. And I have a couple of questions. Is one, why? Like, it just regardless of whether it's true or not, if it was true, why? What would be the motivation for it? And how does it alter your DNA? Because there are a few, obviously, species of animals that are quite close to humans in terms of their DNA makeup, like, for example, chimpanzees. So does it take us that way? Do we regress back to that? Or do we move sort of somewhere else? Is there some other link? Could we try it in another species?
That's true. Some people I've met, they're pretty close to chimpanzees still. now.
Well,
Evolution was just something that happened to other people.
Which is ironically, those are the ones that are starting the COVID vaccine conspiracy theory.
Absolutely.
So there's the link.
There we go.
But we'll be discussing that more in length in a minute. We'll get the guests on. We'll have a chat about
that. Talk about other species. I've got chickens, so they're genetically pretty close to T-Rexes. So let's give them the vaccine.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
Have a UK Jurassic Park. That'll help with tourism after the 21st of June.
Have you ever seen Jurassic Park or any of the films? Because it never works. It never.
The first one, I'm guessing things got better after that with dinosaurs.
No, considerably worse.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And then they just repeated it for some reason. Not really sure why, but I love it anyway because it's got dinosaurs in it. What's not to love?
Well, if for everyone watching, then if you keep your comments coming in, I'll be popping them up during tonight. We've got a fair few people watching.
Conspiracies in as well.
Yeah, Harry Waddington Brown, he's watching. He said, forgot to mention how sexy Dave is, Graham.
He is a very sexy man, you're right.
To which Dave agreed and said, yeah, true that, Harry. I'm watching from the bath this week. You fucking tease, Dave.
So it's a wonderful relationship they have.
So Dave is watching us whilst warm and naked.
Picks Dave, otherwise it's not true. That's the rule. It's the rule.
Yeah, picks. Okay, so I'm going to disappear and you're going to introduce the guests.
Yes. Hello to our guests. Please welcome Sam Serrano and George Coppin.
Hello.
How are you doing, guys? All right?
Good, thank you. How are you? How are you?
Yeah, very good. Thank you. Thank you for coming on. So, first question, just based on the story I wanted to cover tonight, in terms of this COVID conspiracy of it potentially, the vaccine potentially changing one's DNA. If that were true, and it were to perhaps form you with some other species of animal, what would you choose? What would you like to be? A monkey, right? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, give me a monkey tail all day long, you know.
Cool. Is that for some sort of, just general swinging in between trees and stuff?
And pleasure.
Right. Okay. Okay. Explain that. Explain your logic there, George.
Do I need to?
Yes, absolutely. We've got another 35 minutes to fill, so yeah, go ahead.
Well, who doesn't want a free-armed wank, you know?
All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. To be fair, that's really the only explanation you need. Okay. What about you, Sam? If your DNA were to be altered,
I took the vaccine. Now I've grown these ears, so I think that DNA. No, I'd like to be dolphin.
A dolphin.
In my.
You got two
I've tried to cut my own hair, and I now live in a hat, and that's all I'm saying. But yeah, I'd like to be dolphin. I think.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
I'd like to be a dolphin.
I suppose with the sort of the pitch of their kind of the way they communicate, it's not too far from the Scouse accent, is it?
Yeah, it's very similar.
Is that a hate crime? Was that just like some sort of regional xenophobia or something?
No, it's fine. I'll just slash your car tires later.
Yeah. Okay. So these stereotypes exist for a reason. Cool. So we've got monkey and a dolphin. Perfect. I love that. Good. As you can see, I haven't bothered to cut my hair this time around because I did it in the first lockdown, and it aged me by 15 years at least. So I'm not cutting my hair until a professional is able to do
I
it.
should have waited.
Yeah. No,
I
absolutely.
really
Go on, take the hat off, Sam. Come on, Sam.
Yeah.
I will. Tease, which side's worse?
I mean, it's not that bad. It's a little
bad.
bit. I mean, where you've tried to maybe do that. Did you try? Oh, well, I'll check before I ask.
Oh, jeez.
Did you try? Oh, what happened here? So you just started doing it and then gave up.
Let me turn around so you can see the back.
Oh God.
I mean, you could have just said that lockdown's been very stressful and you've developed alopecia. And
I had to take my headphones out, so I don't know if the reaction's positive or negative.
Ah, right, yeah. I'll do the joke again. So what I was saying is that you could have just said you've had a very stressful lockdown and you've developed alopecia, and nobody Nobody would have questioned it. But never mind. Anyway, it's like you've just sort of. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like you've just got the clippers, started doing it, and then panicked and just bailed.
Yeah, I was watching a video of this professional hairdresser do it online. And I was like, oh, I'll just copy what he's doing, and then I realized he had like a plastic thing. Is it called a guard? And I didn't have one of them, so I was just going with a razor, and I was like, shit. I should.
What it looked like is you did the side of it, shaved it all off, and then the batteries in the razor died. And you thought, well, shit. Now what?
I did just shit myself and just gave up, and then realized that doesn't erase the damage; it just makes it look.
Have you tried getting a marker pen?
Sorry, say that again, George.
Have you tried getting a marker pen, Sam? Just colouring it in.
That's how most Scouse people do their eyebrows, to be fair.
You're on mute, Pauline. You're on mute, Pauline. Pauline, you're on mute. He hasn't seen it. He hasn't. Oh, is he?
Do you know what? I had my Slimming World Zoom meet up tonight, and finally, Pauline wasn't on mute. Thank God. For about 14 weeks, I've been like, Pauline, how have you been going on, Ducky? So there's Pauline yakking on about how she's gone a bit overboard with the carbs this week. Nobody can hear her, and she's talking to herself, so she can't hear the group leader going, Pauline, you're on mute, Ducky. Pauline. And I'm losing the will to live at this point. Weird thing is, I've forgotten the point that I came in that I was going to talk about. But still, if it comes back to me, I'll message the show.
Thank you ever so much for that contribution, as always, Alex.
This show would be nothing without me. I know.
Back to the studio or whatever.
I'm guessing that's why Alex and I have similar reasons for wearing a hat, though. I'm assuming.
Oh, that was it. Yeah. Yeah, you're talking about colouring your hair in, and I said I've been doing that roughly since 2017, as Graham will has witnessed. So yeah, I've been using hair thickening powder.
Shit! Is that colour? I thought it was a hat. Have you just coloured your hair in yellow?
Yes. In fact, I have.
It's the hair version of spray on cheese. That's what that is.
Yeah. God, look how luminous my highlighter looks with the ring light behind it. That looks like a lightsaber.
It does look like.
It looks like the paint from Only Fools when they paint the Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, that's energy saving paint. That's what that is. Energy saving.
It looks like a minion's penis.
I was thinking that. Yeah.
I have a new nickname.
Warned you about that.
The minion's penis. Amazing. That's funny. Right. So COVID vaccines. I mean, yeah. There's been all sorts, isn't there? Like, I'm quite looking forward to getting my vaccine just to see if it does improve my mobile signal. That would be amazing. Do you know, microchip me all you want. If it means I get 100% coverage instead of 99% coverage with the UK's friendliest network, I don't give a fuck how friendly you are. I want full signal.
Send me hate mail all you like, but at least give me fast broadband.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I presume this would link into one of the other stories we did earlier on in the season. If they are going to microchip me with some kind of 5G signal, I would expect them to have some kind of connectivity between the Earth and the Moon. If you watch one of the previous episodes, that Nokia have won a contract to build and implement a 4G network on the Moon for some reason. They have. So figure that one out. So I'm assuming it's got to have something to do with that, right? They've got to be linked. I mean, conspiracy theories in my mind have got to make some kind of sense. Otherwise, what's the point? Because I don't understand how anyone would buy into it. Otherwise, there has to be some kind of tangible link to something else somewhere. Otherwise, it's just somebody going, "Yeah, it changes your DNA," and then other people going, "What, really?" And then, with no. I mean, that is exactly what happens. There's no factor that doesn't get backed up at all. But I would like there to be some kind of, at least something that's smart enough to trick people into believing it, like something that could even if it's outrageous, something that could be true. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like that that would be better.
We want
I
a
might
fist fight in our lives.
yeah, I might even start creating
ketamine.
my own.
Yeah.
I think ketamine is what links people to conspiracy theories. I think if you take enough drugs, you believe them for a bit.
Yeah, no, fair enough. That's true. Yeah, don't do ketamine, everyone. Except for the fact that it, of course, cures COVID. I shouldn't have said that. Oh, I definitely shouldn't have
Oh,
said
great.
that. It doesn't. It definitely doesn't. Or what? Not that I've tried it. So how can we be sure?
Yeah, it could
You
do.
try it and let us know.
Maybe if everyone took ketamine, lockdown would be over tomorrow. That's right. Everyone take ketamine and then lick my nan. If my nan dies, ketamine doesn't cure coronavirus, and I get a house.
Win-win.
I lose a nan, I get a house. That's sound by me.
Tuned in late, is the Moon Network real? Yes, that was a genuine story. It's a thing that's happened. Yeah. Absolutely. Nice to know you've been watching the episodes, Keith.
He's joking. He's grateful for anyone that watches, no matter how late.
Yeah,
no matter how late.
Yeah, please stay, Kitty.
Please stay, please.
I like how we had to wait for Alex's signal to stop buffering before he came in with that.
Yeah.
Like, hold on, this roast will be worth it.
It really wasn't.
And it does this thing all the time where he's halfway through the sentence before it's actually loaded up. So I know what he was trying to say there. He was trying to say it wasn't, but all we got was wasn't, and it was, and then he's gone again. What are you saying, Alex?
King penis.
Maybe if he was microchipped, his Wi-Fi would be better and he'll come in quicker.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he needs the vaccine.
I don't see, in my head, I don't see how that's a conspiracy. Or if it is a conspiracy, I don't see how it's a bad thing. Like pretty much everyone gives up all of their information on a daily basis anyway. So you know what? I mean, it's like with the whole Huawei thing, like last year with the whole, the China is spying on us stuff. I mean, it really isn't that bad. And certainly nowhere near as bad as Facebook, everyone. I shouldn't probably. By the way, this is also going out live on Facebook. So, top guy.
Who is it?
What a lad. Yeah.
I love Facebook.
Oh yeah, it's ruined my life, but it's amazing. It's one of those things. It's like I feel like Facebook is like it's kind of an abusive relationship. It's toxic and you should have got out years ago, but you love her so much you can't get out. You've always got to check what they're up to. And but there you go. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think those are the weirdest ones that don't make a lot of sense to me, is altering your DNA and microchipping you, because pretty much if anyone in the government wanted to get your information, I'm pretty sure they could do that with just a simple Google search these days.
It's all on Facebook.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know.
I could get information about anyone.
Yeah,
like, so quickly.
Yeah,
creepy.
Of course. I mean, I just like come up with an interesting conspiracy, like the COVID vaccine. That's okay. No, I was going to
turn to blue.
I was going to say something that would have been incredibly transphobic then, so I'm not going to.
You shot yourself because I'm on. If I wasn't here, he would have just said that.
I think I'm more likely to say it when someone from the LGBTQ plus whatever it is community is on. I'm more likely to say it when someone is on, to be honest. I was going to say the COVID vaccine causes your genitals to evaporate or something. Just come up with something that's genuinely terrifying, right? For people to get shocked by. Don't be like, oh, well, they're just going to microchip you and steal your information. So they can do that from my phone. That's not really.
Yeah, they do. They need to be more inventive with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%.
Yeah, so there is a message for the conspiracy theorist world. If you really want to fearmonger people, you've got to make it more outrageous. It's just set the bar higher. That's all we're saying.
And they're always negative things as well. There's never like a conspiracy like, oh, if you take the vaccine, your dick grows by 10%.
Right,
If
see, like,
someone
I'm gonna
said
get the
that,
vaccine.
everyone would take the vaccine.
Yeah.
There was like, oh, we're being microchipped. It's never like, oh yeah, if you get the vaccine, Jennifer Lawrence falls on your penis. It's always a negative thing. Make them positive. Why aren't the government just making up positive conspiracies and everyone would take the vaccine?
Yeah, that's actually a great idea because
I'm a genius.
Yeah, it's great because all of the articles I've read today, right, is there's an article about this conspiracy theory, and then there's a subsequent article just debunking it with actual fact and science, which is the completely wrong way to go about it. What the government and these scientists need to do is create an equally ridiculous story, but on the positive, like you say. Stop trying to assume that people are smart enough to accept actual science, and just make up some bullshit that makes it sound amazing. You know, like if you take the vaccine, everyone gets a free trip to Disney, right? And, and everyone would take one, right? It'd be amazing.
Or if you take the vaccine, Barack Obama will be in charge of our country. You know, everyone will take the vaccine then. Yeah, result.
I mean, we've already got free healthcare, so we don't really need.
For now.
Well, yeah, true. It won't be long before a colonoscopy comes free with your Virgin Media fiber. So
it already does.
I think we'd have to tell some people that Barack Obama would get in charge, and then tell the racist that Donald Trump would get in charge, and then they'll take the vaccine, and then actually just put Barack Obama in charge.
So you're playing both sides there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. I think you'd make a scary politician, Sam. You'd be quite. Or perhaps it's just the WKD, whatever it was. What was it you're drinking? Remind us of that again.
Oh, it is pink gin WKD.
So it was pink gin.
It was, that's what that is, Sam. Is an empty bottle.
Yeah.
It is. I put it in a fancy glass because I'm not a tramp.
Yeah. Which, to be fair, any other fair play.
Oh.
Thank you very much.
Now down
Sam
that.
getting involved in
hang on.
We've got a thing for this.
Oh.
Hang on, I feel I can remember which one it was.
Down it, down it, down it, down it.
I'm not down in this. I'm going to enjoy this one. This is WKD Dark Fruits.
I feel like they've invented that too.
Glass, if it can take a whole bottle.
It is. Let me see how big the bottle is. 700 milliliters.
Okay, that's quite a lot.
So you're drinking out of a fishbowl.
Pretty much.
Impressive. That's impressive.
I feel like WKD are trying to break away from their kind of we've got bright blue drinks for teenagers on the council estate by inventing these kind of faux gin drinks that they've clearly got now. But then you sort of counteract their new direction by drinking all of it in one go from a fishbowl.
And the fact it was also £2 a bottle.
Oh, good.
Kitty has summed up WKD in the comment there. Down it, fresher.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
I mean, I remember a time when I first used to go clubbing in Bournemouth. I remember a time that WKD would be the only thing you could drink because in like the proper clubs, everything was like £8, and WKD was always on offer of like 2 for a £5. And you're like, all right, I'll have 8 of these, please.
There's VK has replaced that now.
Yeah,
VK.
yeah.
It's 50p for a bottle in my SU. That was lethal.
50p. That is
I
amazing.
used to go in and go, can I have £10 worth of VKs? Just give them a tenner. That's me sorted for the night. Just
Absolutely.
20 drinks.
Graham, this would be a good time to talk about that £100 note you had in Scotland.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay.
Alex's hat looks a bit like a bottle of VK.
Sam, I think you've got a problem.
That's my piss after for 20 bottles of VK for a tenner.
That's better because I mean that's one of the main reasons why I shaved my beard off, because with this hat on, so many people thought I was Doug Carter. They were getting us confused. I think, well, hey, he's a foot taller than I am, and I'm nearly 6 foot. So
All right,
yeah.
rub it in.
And he's funny.
And on that note, I'll leave you with Graham's £100 note.
It's 5'10", nearly 6 foot.
No.
No.
No, it's not, is it?
Cut off.
Like, I mean, you know, it's like I don't know. I mean, if you're 5'11", then that's nearly 6 foot because you are literally an inch short of 6 foot. It's just he's got so many buttons, Alex, isn't he? It's unreal. And I know how to push literally all of them.
What you can't tell is he stood on a step ladder to be able to reach the height of the camera.
I actually bought him a booster seat for his chair for his birthday.
God, these short people get everywhere, don't they?
Yeah.
I just love that Alex is getting stick about his height from George. That's amazing. Can we just every time we subsequently see you at a gig with Alex, can you just call him short ass from now on? Because
I'm gonna do it on his show as well. His show, your show, whenever I see him.
Because I mean, the good thing about having a disability of some description is there's always a line. You know, you let your mates push their luck a bit, but there's always a line that they can't cross. And I feel like if you were to go, all right, short ass, and then Alex was to go, well, you can talk. Like that's too far. You can't.
Yeah, you can always cross that line.
This just reminded me. Do you know what Dawn French's nickname for Jennifer Saunders was?
No.
Fatty. Seriously, her nickname for Jennifer Saunders was Fatty, and she called it for years. Yeah. So by all means,
Alex.
so by all means, I am your short ass. From now on, sir.
He's always said that privately, but never in public.
Should we should we from now on refer to George Crawford as George the Giant then, just to give it to give some sort
yes, please.
Yes, some sort of balance.
Definitely do that.
I almost want to find like a picture from the Princess Bride of Andre the Giant and just Photoshop your face on it now. That's where I've gone with that straight away. Just
I don't blame it. Trust me, when I spoke to people about this, it's gone to weirder places. So that's okay.
Well, okay, that's fine. Or even just a more obvious one, that scene of Peter Dinklage in
Infinity
Endgame.
War. Yeah.
It's Infinity War, isn't it? Sorry, yeah. And
even if we do still start calling you a giant, people will still think you've been in Game of Thrones. That's the annoying thing.
Well, when I was at infant school,
we should just call you the Mountain. Why did we not?
Just call me Peter Dinklage, you know. Yeah, when I was in infant school, we did at the end when we're leaving, we have to do this stupid play. Like, oh yeah, now I say goodbye to school, and it was Jack and the Beanstalk. And teachers generally said to me, "Do you want to play the giant?" I was like, "Are you taking a piss?" Like, thanks, shut up. They're like, "Oh no, we're not being mean. We thought it might help you."
we thought it might give your self-esteem a lift. What do you mean by lift?
Do you want someone to give you a piggyback onto the stage?
Oh man, did you take the role?
No, I can't remember what I ended up with. But I was like, I was like, how many lines you got? You go load. I go, nah, I can't bother.
I mean, it'd be worse if you just ended up as one of the magic beans.
Or the beanstalk.
Yeah.
No, I'm the beanstalk. Alex is the bean.
Yeah.
I was once offered the role of Mary because my teacher said I was feminine enough for it, and I'm still offended by that today.
I was offered baby Jesus.
I was a palm tree in the nativity.
That's
Really?
James and the Giant Peach, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think it's George the.
George.
For a moment, I thought
George's
this was
Magical
well
Medicine, isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But George and the Giant Peach does kind of work. I like
Yeah.
that.
That's the porn parody.
That Alex and I made. He was the peach.
Oh, hang on.
It's because I started moisturising in my 20s. I'm still
That's because you started wearing that hat.
yeah. Keep laughing. You've not noticed I've changed your screen name. It's been there for 5 minutes and you've not noticed.
Well, I've got it on the full screen, so.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't notice either. To be perfectly honest.
Oh God, George, Marvelous Medicine. Never mind. Okay.
It's all right. It's all right, kids. Don't worry about it. This is veered off on a bit of a
Yeah, it's
tangent.
quite weird.
If they call
Yeah,
the
like the
vaccine
rest of the
George's
shows have
Marvelous
stayed on plan.
Okay, Alex,
Well,
why have you not
yeah,
changed your name to Short Ass?
Yeah, come on. That's funny. I like that.
I reckon if they called the vaccine George's Marvelous Medicine, more people would take it, you know. Getting us back on track. I'm a professional.
Oh, well done,
Yeah.
Sam.
I think it works better now that George Osborne isn't in government. I think if he was still
Oh, God.
there and it was George's Marvelous Medicine, it would be that's a euphemism for something far more disgusting. Brilliant. I haven't even got onto that story. That was-
Try and
Sam,
change my name to something not transphobic. Try not to be cancelled, Alex.
No, this is a problem.
Goldilocks.
I've got this horrible feeling that no matter what I try now, I'm going to end up on GB News. Probably with a permanent contract.
Because you're so edgy.
I know.
No,
I'm
not
so
a
right
grass.
wing.
Go for it.
Fair.
I don't mind.
I was going to say. I was going to ask if there's any requests for you for your name change. Yeah, I am backing out responsibility. What of it?
I could say something and then screenshot it so it just looks like he changed it.
What about
And just make it the most offensive thing possible and get him cancelled.
What was the? Remind me. What was the part your teacher said you wanted you to play?
Mary.
No, that's it. If I just call you Mary, that's gonna really reflect badly if it gets screenshotted.
I mean,
What about,
if I put my hood up, it looks like I'm dressed as Mary. I look like Teresa with my hood up.
If you did the prayer pose as well, there we go. Yeah, that's angelic.
I mean, you certainly look like a virgin. I wouldn't say.
There we go. We have a nickname.
Jane the Virgin.
Jane
Merry
the
Christmas,
Virgin.
everybody.
And we can all carry on with our comedy careers, such as they are. Nice.
Cheers, everyone.
Yeah.
Who put my name as Jane the Virgin? That's so offensive. I'm getting them.
Shit.
Don't change it back, Alex.
Who spells Jane like that?
Alex.
Am I pissed or has he spelled Jane wrong?
Yeah,
I mean, yes to
It's
both.
a spelling of it.
it's
An A spelling. Yeah, just the wrong one.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
that's very good. I approve. That's,
If he moans again, call him Karen.
To be fair, Karens have better haircuts than me.
my suggestion was going to be buzz cut. To be fair, that was
Just
what it
rename
was.
Sam the Virgin. Thank you, Kitty. Thank you.
Amazing. I'll try and get onto this story while you're here. So this was in Edinburgh years ago, and it's not actually. I changed it into a bit of a stand-up thing, but basically,
I hogged most of the show. I might as well stay here now.
you might as well stay. Yeah,
Yeah.
we've not got long left. It's all right. Is this going to be the rest of the show now? Just Alex changing everyone's name on screen?
No, I think we're golden. You crack on with your Edinburgh story because I enjoy hearing this.
Okay, so I'll do the stand-up version because it's easier for me to tell, and I can't really remember the true story anymore, so it doesn't.
In context.
I've told the stand-up version so many times; it's just become fact, right? It's just basically it. So, have you both been to the Edinburgh Fringe, by the way? Yeah.
No.
Okay, right. Fine.
Yeah.
No, not yet. I plan to.
Fair enough.
2022 will induct you.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Yeah, that'd be great. So this is years ago. This is in like 2012. I just found out I got a review for my show, which was 4 stars. So hooray! And
Out of how many?
Now, if I remember, the following day you got 2 stars. So you said to everyone else you got 6. That was your aggregate score.
and then ironically, like later on, you can now get 6 stars from I think the Guardian, and the Scotsman. Yeah, and the Scotsman. I think they've ruined it for everyone.
If you put 4-star and 1-star really close together on the poster, it will look like a 5.
Absolutely,
That's what you need to do.
Which they did with the poster for Legend.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that. They had a 2-star right in the middle of it.
Which ironically, Graham has been compared to the star of Legend on several
I think they
occasions.
said the Grey Twins.
Well, yeah, that too. That too. John Morris, I find it offensive. George's name is Peter Dinklage. He's nowhere near a good actor. Oh, John. Oh, John. Oh, bitch.
See, John, you can be funny.
Hang on. I need a minute. Somebody's not going to be scanning that QR code.
Oh, no one ever does. It doesn't fucking matter anymore, does it?
That could have brought me 10 more VKs from my students this year. Someone gave a £5.
I probably should apologise to John, should I? But
Yes, you should. He's very sorry, John. From his spokesman.
No.
It's basically saying that, his regular gigs put him in good stead for no reaction for his Zoom gigs. So,
Okay.
yeah. And when we get back into the real world, John, just pretend the audience is on mute. That's what I'm going to do.
Oh, dear.
You will get this story out, Graham. Keep going.
No, this Jim Beam apple has gone right through me.
I mean, at Panto, we've been pretending the Zoom's on. At Panto, we've been pretending Zoom. Sorry.
I think we've broken Sam. We'll just give him a
Oh,
minute.
God. But no, in Panto, we've been pretending we've got Zoom audience for years by saying I can't hear
Just stay
you.
in that class. Just look at it. Look at it. Hold that up to the. Lift it up a bit. I mean, look at the.
Every time I lift it up, I'm like, have I got to pull him into my fucking glass? I should remember lift my ring.
Oh god.
As a fellow ring light owner, I feel your pain.
Oh, God.
Right. So this story, just a bit of context, right? So, so I used to have this really old routine about if I tried to get into a nightclub and because I was sort of limping up to the door, the doorman would assume I was drunk and wouldn't let me in, and I'd have to say, no, you don't understand. I've got a form of cerebral palsy. I'm fine. They'd be like, oh fuck, I'm really sorry, get him in. And then I realised that it's the same if I am smashed. And I'll walk up to the door and they'll go, no, mate, you're way too drunk. You can't get me out. Like, no, you don't understand. I've got cerebral palsy. Ironically, I sound much more like I actually have cerebral palsy at that point. So it's much more convincing. So and the same thing happens. I go, oh god, get him in. And I was doing a show in 2012 in Edinburgh. I got a 4-star review. It was amazing. And a few of my comedy mates, we decided to go out for a drink afterwards. And there is a place in Edinburgh called Opium. I don't know if it's still there, but it was there at the time. And at the time, they were doing Jaeger bombs for £1 in Opium. And again, at the time, I don't know if this is still a thing, but Scotland used to do £100 notes, which, by the way, is why we should stay together. We should keep
Are
them.
you listening, Nicola?
Yeah, are you listening? We want
How
to
many
keep you.
BKs I could get with that?
I don't even want to think about it. I would be scared for your life.
I want to be your friend.
Me and Sam certainly need to go out for a drink at some point. I feel like it would be a crazy night, and be good fun. So anyway, there's five of us, right, in Opium, and they're doing Jaeger Monster £1. They have £100 notes in Scotland, right? So we all walk in, and Adam Money comes up to the bar, and he says, "Good evening. I'll have 100 Jaeger bombs, please." And puts his £100 note down, and the guy's like, "Yeah, all right," and it just sort of, yeah, I don't really see a problem here. And it just, but the thing is, he didn't have enough shot glasses, right? So he just had to keep rinsing them out and then pouring more Jaeger bombs, right? Like some sort of conveyor belt of death. It was genuinely horrendous. And we ended up so smashed that it really didn't matter which one of us had cerebral palsy at this point. There's 5 of us. There's 100 Jaeger bombs, so we've all done 20 Jaeger bombs each in about as many minutes, right? And we got to this club called the Hive, which is literally just up the hill. It's about a minute away. It took us half an hour easily. And we walk up to the door. I go first. And the guy's like, "No, pal, there's no way you're not coming in. You're way too drunk." And I'm like, "No, you don't stop. I've just got cerebral palsy. It's fine." And he's like, "Oh, mate, I'm really sorry. Get him in. And I was checking in my coat, getting my little raffle ticket to make sure I pick it up at the end of the night. And I heard my friends behind me all go, "Yeah, we've all got cerebral palsy. It's fine. It's fine." And I was there like, "Oh my God, what have I done?" Because they know what I'm like in Bournemouth, right? So they've like picked up this little trick, thinking that it's okay to just pretend to have some form of brain damage just to get into a nightclub, right? And what the worst thing about it is they've paid 4 separate women to pretend to be their carers, right? So not only have I now made it okay to pretend to have some form of brain damage just to get into a nightclub, but actually, if you think about it, they're better at being a spastic than I am. So. There you go. Thank you.
I've had my tour mate try to do the same. Go, "No, don't worry. You have to let me in. I'm a dwarf."
Yeah, I'm actually just stood on someone's shoulders.
Yeah, there's actually 3 of us.
If they don't let you in, if they don't let you in, you can just go, do you not know who I am? I was in Game of Thrones.
Show him this picture. Look, I'm Peter Dinklage.
Have you not read James and the Giant Peach?
Or the porn parody, George and the Giant Peach.
I was in Jackass 1, 2, and 3 probably.
Yeah, that's a point. Yeah,
Maybe not.
just say you were in Wolf of Wall Street.
I thought you were going to say Wolverine. Then I don't know why. You just died that.
I mean, the dwarf that they were tossing in the opening scene towards that Velcro target, he was so like heavily covered
So
up.
I think you're thinking about the porn version again.
I don't remember someone wanking off a dwarf in Wolf of Wall Street.
I mean, they did some crazy shit in that film.
Although,
but-
in the book, that probably happened because apparently the film was really toned down. So yeah.
I mean, as Alex knows, I've done a Wolf of Wall Street inspired music video, which was weird.
Yes,
Oh, that's
yes,
interesting.
in which you played the Velcro dwarf.
Yeah, when I banged a drum. I just looked like Dennis the Menace's high cousin and banged a drum.
Yes, the dwarf they were tossing, John.
Yeah.
The dwarf they were tossing.
That's how Alex and I met.
Get Tinder Plus, they said.
Alex was drawn in by George's giant peach.
Yeah.
Yes, that was also involved. That was part of the joke.
What, the pony or the drums?
The rim shot. Doesn't matter. It's all right. It means two things. So, oh God, this is, how have we got to 48 minutes? I'm not gonna lie, I'm quite drunk.
I don't want comedy to come back. I just want to do this every day, please. Like,
This is more fun.
this is way more fun.
Yeah. Does no one realise
I agree.
This is how I used to do gigs. Anyway. That's why I haven't been back in the comedy store for so long, because the last time I went, right, it was just after me, Alex, and Adam Money went, and they invited me back to do a spot, and they gave me 10 minutes, and they were like, right, this is your shot, do your best set. We want to see your best set.
Yeah.
And I'd been out in Leeds the night before with two of my close friends. And I got completely written off. Like, it was a real heavy night. There was well, let's put it this way. It was a bit of a Wolf of Wall Street night. There was drugs and prostitutes and all sorts. It was crazy.
Dwarf tossing.
Dwarf tossing, yeah. Or that was just some kind of joke about my tiny penis. I don't know. I mean, it's not true. It doesn't matter. Average, whatever. Anyway, the point is this. So they said, do your best set, and I basically started off at the comedy store with, so guess what I did last night, and then just told this story about how I did loads of drugs and stuff. And I haven't been back since. Surprise, surprise. So,
All right, I was going to say, in Manchester, that would go down really well.
yeah, it did actually. But it's similar to the Adam Money situation in that he got invited back, but they wouldn't release his video from the Gong Show because he was hammered. You know that?
They thought he was hammered, but that's just him.
Yeah, but he was hammered. We were all right. Just a bit of context. It was my birthday, 2016. Right, we'd all signed up to do the King Gong in Manchester, and all of us.
I tapped out at 3 minutes. Adam Money
Say that
kept
like
going.
tapping out is a choice. You got Gong Gong.
You got kicked
You're
off.
right.
I think I've had enough, thanks, guys. And no
That's
more
all the time
jokes
I've
from
got,
me.
thank
I'll
you.
just leave now.
All right.
What's that? You want an encore? No, I'm going to do the 3 minutes.
I don't know if I can do the extra 2. I mean, I know you want an encore and you're lovely, but I think I'll just go.
That would have been a great line to have said once they've gonged me off. But no.
It would have been.
No.
Don't worry, you can do it next time.
Yeah.
I've won, but online, granted, I did benefit from an unbelievably lousy standard from every other act that was on.
Is that
Me
'cause their
too.
Wi-Fi glitched?
Did you?
Yeah.
Really? Oh,
Yeah, I won. I won online King Gong.
Are you in the Winners Club too, Sam?
I am.
Winners Club.
clink.
Oh,
Are you? Have you won
George, Peter, seriously, get on with the online Comedy Store Gong because
King Gong. That's
because
that's just racism, King Gong.
you'll win.
It's okay to laugh, Sam. It's a comedy show. Come on.
Let it go, Sam. Let it go. Let it go. I don't. Oh my God. Ray, where was I?
I don't know. Wait, get on the. You were saying get on the King Kong, which was really weird.
Yeah, George. That's it. That's it, Peter. Yeah. George Copperman, the giant Peter, will bang your drum and get tossed. Thank you, Kitty. George.
Hello. I'm not George.
George.
I'm Peter.
Peter. Seriously, get on Comedy Store online King Gong. You will win for the fact that you can string a sentence together. The competition is seriously that bad.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
it's a miracle that Sam won by that standard.
Oh, bitch.
I did online Beat the Frog the other day.
Oh, amazing.
And this one guy was on, and he Zoom call and he went, "Oh, hello, hi everyone," and then his friend phoned him, so his Zoom cut off, and he just heard him go, "Oi, mate, I'm doing Beat the Frog. Can you call me another time?" And the mate went, "Oh, I've got really bad news about your mum." And he went, "It can wait," and then hung up, and the Zoom came back on.
Oh my God. That is amazing.
And then he didn't win. Ironically, he died. So did his mum.
Did his mum win?
His mum was fine. It was his mate was taking the piss. He knew that he'd be able to hear him.
Actually, what that was a virtual plant, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I ran out of material halfway through, and I went, "Look at me shit haircut." And then I won, and then someone else won. I was fuming.
Yeah. Well,
bastard.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
got to have the joke off at the end.
Yeah. Pete, definitely get on Mank King Gong. You'll storm it.
Yeah,
definitely, man. Get on King Gong. Get on Frog and Bucket as well.
Will do. Thank you.
I'll send you the links later.
Another quick comedy clown. I won the Manchester King Gong and Beat the Frog in the same weekend.
Nice.
Yeah.
They're the same thing. Do you do like Beat the Frog and kick?
They're both legendary Manchester comedy clubs. Frog and Bucket more so.
Yeah. Certainly in Manchester. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I came second in Grey Yorkshire Fringe, and then day after went to Beat the Frog and lasted 20 seconds. I turned up and everyone was like, "Oh my God, this guy's just came second in Grey Yorkshire Fringe," and then they were like, "Oh, you've got this in the bag," and then I went on and just had
they are bullshit. I remember I was on the same Spiky Mike Gong show that you were on once. And they were not having anything that night.
Was this Derby?
Yeah, Derby. Yeah.
I'm still scarred by that night.
Yeah,
it was bullshit that night.
Yeah.
Yeah, Peter was on that night as well.
Yes.
That's the only
you were.
gong show.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was like,
Oh, they were cunts. I fucking hate Derby. That was a shit game.
no,
I
mate.
fucking hate them.
There was one
bunch of
fucker.
wankers. I will never gig in Derby again, and they're a bunch of cunts, and I'll be getting wiped out in a tsunami. I fucking hate Derby. Fuck Derby. Where are you from, Alex?
Derby.
Fuck you.
So
And you shit city.
I won't tell you where I'm from.
now
Then.
let's narrow it down. You fucking hate Spiky Mike, but more to the point that you fucking hate. And I'm sure that you two will remember this. The one fucker with the red glow stick who decided to piss on everyone's dreams, and he was waving it around like it was a fucking lasso, and then he was glaring at the acts to make sure that he was, to make sure.
I think if I shot him in the face, everyone would have applauded and I would have won. This was how long ago was this? 2 years ago?
2018.
Yeah,
I'm still angry, but I've never been to Derby again.
It's like one of my early gigs, and I remember at the end going up to Mike and going, because I wanted tips, and I go, "Oh, how do you think I can improve?" And he said, like, no word of a lie.
You say be more general.
No. He said you need to write better material. I'm like, oh shit.
That's typical of Spiky Mike. He's, how can I put this nicely? A patronising cunt.
Yeah.
Coincidentally,
hear a story
he's also
about
going to be
Spiky?
Spiky Mike is going to be part of my upcoming documentary series. So
Great. I hope. Go for it.
Want to hear a story?
Yeah.
Yes.
So what he used to he used to try to do comedy, and what he'd do is he was doing this gig,
loving it already.
and like behind him was like a window onto the street. Like the stage was in front of a window that led onto the street, and these two guys kept heckling him while he was on, and he was just ignoring them. And then another act took the two hecklers outside and punched them in the face. But because the glass window was there, like everyone could like see it happening, and they all cheered for the hecklers getting punched in the face. He came up and went, "That's how you smash a gig, guys," because he
Not where I thought that was going. But I don't know if you two remember that gong night when I came off after being booted off. He then went on and went, "Well, he only did half an act, didn't he? You got half price." And then he got, and then I think he got red carded for that. It's like, fuck
Kitty Messalina, that's two people that's called Mike the C-Bomb in the last 2 minutes. Is he watching? How can you put that not nicely, Alex? Well, let me put this another way. Sean McBurney, an amazing one-liner comedian, Leicester-based, who when he came off, when he'd finished the full 5 minutes, he went, "Sean McBurney, he'll be great when he remembers his stuff." I think that's somebody who remembers 5 minutes. I was thinking, and also the night that we were all on, Spiky Mike, cheap fucker, had two winners, but did he give them £30 each? No, he gave them £15 each, charging £4 a ticket. 100 people in there that night.
Didn't Douglas Carter won he? Didn't he?
Doug and somebody else.
Doug and Jed Salisbury, wasn't it?
2 people won that night.
Yeah.
There you go. If you take the COVID vaccine, Spiky Mike can't run any more gongs. Everyone will take it.
There's a positive spin.
This is such a bitchy edition of Booze at 10. This is pretty normal, actually.
Because we're all actually quite drunk for once. We've achieved the objective. Cheers, Sam. Well, thanks for getting it. I might have you on every week if that's okay.
Oh, I'd love that. Can I come on every week, please?
Because
absolutely.
I need someone to make my drinking look like less of a problem.
This is the first time we've gone past an hour.
Oh shit!
In season 2.
Oh, ever.
1 second. I'm just going to go grab another drink. I'll be back in a minute. Less than a minute.
Should we just keep going? Should we set the record for the longest drunken live stream? I mean, I'm in.
In fact, I know for a fact I've got a litre of Jack Daniels downstairs. I could crack that open.
I've got a few bottles of vodka in the other room. I can go and get them.
I mean, I've got work tomorrow, but I hate my job.
Yay! What do you do?
I work for Tesco, a folk shop.
Go and get the extra drink, Peter. I've changed your name again. Peter Drink Large.
I'm back.
Oh, you missed out the R.
Oh,
he's
damn it,
got
I don't know.
wrong, you don't.
Peter Durkee.
Dingle. A Peter Dingle. You still spelled it wrong.
I'm expecting like a Top Gear style Jeremy Clarkson introduction, like Peter Dinklage, Swedish cousin. Like,
John Morris. John Morris sounds like he's
Cheers.
about to go and shoot up a school. He's put, I have Sambuca and nothing to do.
I think that says more
Toss
about
off
you,
a
Alex.
midget, John. Toss
How
off
do
a
you go from
midget.
Sambuca to shooting a school? That says way more about you, Alex, than that does John. Just 'cause-
Yes, I'm an incel.
That explains the hat. Alex doesn't look like he's about to go shoot up a school with those headphones on. He looks like he's about to fly a plane into a school. I like
Go
your
ahead.
jumper.
Thanks.
Go ahead and hold my headphones.
Thanks.
Um,
Do you like my pineapple?
And that's not
Oh, that's really. Let me see that.
It's my pineapple
Oh.
ice bucket.
Oh, that's cool.
Did you get that off Wish? That looked like something you find on Wish.
I feel like since we've
No,
gone past
it's
an hour
far
for
too
the first time,
Did
since we've
you
gone
get
past an
that
hour
off
for the first
Wish?
time in this series, I'm just going to hold this up again. David Hall Art, check it out on Instagram.
That looks.
There it is.
That looks like me when I was first learning how to do makeup.
Nice.
Should I do the rest of the show like this?
Please do. It's better not
You look-
seeing your face.
Yeah, you look a lot better.
Oh,
Oh,
Someone-
we were talking
someone's had a
about
few drinks and now they're funny.
we were talking about
Hang on,
dancers
Graham,
before.
that's how you've built most of your career.
Yeah, which is how I know.
Korea.
Well done, Sam. Well done. I'll give you that.
We were talking about. Oh, let me get Spider. What's his name? His name's Spaghetti. It's a dinosaur plant pot.
Oh,
Look at
that's
that.
amazing.
It's a $5 from Morrison's.
How did you not bring that out when we were doing like a T-Rex thing earlier? You should have like
Because this is a platypus.
yeah, but we were doing a whole Jurassic Park thing, and you could have brought that out at the start, and it would have.
This is actually me nan, but she had the COVID vaccine.
See, think about how much funnier that would have been at the start of the show. Never mind.
Can we start the show again so I can do this?
What was that about chicken? I genuinely thought you were going to do the whole minute then. I was like, Jesus.
Oh, God.
I've got a plant pot that looks like a dinosaur and it's my nan.
And I'm not in Game of Thrones.
Hello and welcome to Booze at 10. We are sufficiently boozed. And it's 5 past. Oh, hello, welcome to Booze at 5 minutes past 11. This is the best show we've ever done.
Alex's hat is shit. And Spiky Mike's a cunt.
And John Morris can occasionally be funny.
For the record, one time he was funny.
And I'm not in Game of Thrones.
I've seen so many bongs. I'm really quite high now. I think. What is going on?
And
What is
Alex is a
happening
short
here?
arse.
BA's 5'10" is nearly 6 foot. What are you on about? Come on.
The COVID vaccine gives you leprosy.
The COVID vaccine makes you think you're an inch taller than you actually are.
I've got a fun story about COVID. During
No.
No, it's not.
during lockdown, we were all making sure my nan didn't get like coronavirus, and then no one clocked onto the fact that she got dementia. Like she was just slowly getting to, like every time she remembered a mask, she forgot who her grandkids were.
That's a really dark but incredible joke. That's a really good joke. Is that true? Because if that's a joke, that's amazing. But if that's true,
that's 100% true. Is another dark joke for you. My aunt,
true story.
My aunt passed away during the coronavirus, and we had a Zoom meet. Like I had like a family Zoom meeting the day after, and her ex-husband and her son were on the Zoom meeting, and my nan kept going, "How's your mum?" And someone was like, "She died a few days ago, Nan." It's like, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that." Then a minute later, she go, "How's your mum?" She go, "She died yesterday, Nan." "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that."
So
how's your mum? "Oh, she's dead. I'm sorry to hear that." And then the last time she went, "Oh, how's your mum?" And the son lost his temper and went, for the last time, Nan, she's fucking dead. She went, "Oh, she's not good then."
And
then I got kicked out of the Zoom meeting for laughing.
So one of my first jobs,
Graham, on that bombshell, it may be time to end.
Yeah.
No.
I'll tell this one story that's related to what Sam was just saying.
Okay.
So one of my first jobs at Tesco was like a club card like rep, and basically I had to just stand at the front of the store and get people to sign up to club card, and they have that kind of, that big kind of power aisle at the front of the store where all the on sale stuff is and all this sort of stuff. They had music playing and things like that, and at the time they used to do a charity of the year, which at this time was the Alzheimer's Society. I remember being stood at the front of the store going, "Hi, welcome to Tesco. Do you have a club card? If not, do you want one?" Right. And there was music on behind me. And I also had to tell them about our charity of the year. And then I was doing this for about 5 minutes, and then this song by Rihanna and Drake come on. And I'm literally, as I've said, "Hello, would you like to sign up to club card? Also, while you're shopping today, if you'd like to donate to our charity of the year." And then in the background, as I've said that, the radio's gone, "Oh, Nana, what's my name?" Like, it's just the most ridiculous thing that's ever, like, that's a joke. Like, that was a joke, but that's like genuinely true. That happened to me, and it was just ridiculous. Like, you can't even.
Beautiful. The person that has that texted me to say, "Is your Nokia on?" Very subtle, has replied saying, "We took drugs through a 2-liter Coke bottle once. We named it Ben Bong."
Nice.
That's totally worth
sounds
it.
like Spiky Mike's alter ego.
Ben Bong.
Sam genuinely looks like he's been testing out our ketamine cures COVID. Look at the state of your eyes.
Kitty said you could see the ring light in my eyes.
Yeah.
It is like you've got some really cheap contacts from the early noughties.
Those like Halloween contacts. You've got those in.
You look like 2005 Doctor Who.
Right. Should we wrap it up then? Should we?
Okay. This has got about half an hour longer than an average episode.
Absolutely. But it's been great.
So what happens when everyone drinks? It's much more fun.
It's great.
Yeah. Do you know what, Sam? I might get you on next week if you're about. 'Cause I haven't got anyone.
No. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, next week I do have one big-ish guest to announce. So next week on the show is Steve and Alan off of the MASH report is coming on. So
I'm gonna have to get a new sound effect for you that just goes clang instead of bong. So, I'm gonna get on the whiteboard now.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, Sam might have made a joke about my career, but although I'm not successful, at least I've had one. So it's
I'm not successful. You're just massively cheeky, and we like it.
And I've met people in the industry and stuff. So, and then what I do is I message their less successful friends.
Graham, Sam, you're both beautiful.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Peter, let's talk.
George, you look like shit. So,
Peter, he thinks you're beautiful because he keeps tossing you on.
You know how it goes? It goes.
Okay.
Right.
Good luck with that, Graham. This is officially the longest episode ever.
Yay!
I reckon we do the whole thing again because my nan will have forgotten half of it. My nan's wondering when her grandson's coming on.
Right. Yeah, let's call it there. It's time to
It's my nan.
It's time to end. It's time to end. So,
Peter
Dinklage.
what is happening here? What is going on?
You're losing control.
Peter.
I've already had control because Alex kept talking about it.
My nan thinks she's in Game of Thrones.
Jesus Christ.
My nan is Spiky Mike. And she's forgotten how to tell a joke.
I don't know about anyone else, but I fucking love drunk Sam. This is brilliant.
I only met Sam one other time before tonight, but yeah, I love drunk Sam.
What are you like in the student union, Sam? Because Jesus Christ, this is... Oh God!
I've got a guitar.
No, this is it. Next week, Sam. Next week. No.
He's gone now, Sam.
Oh, the quality of the show's got better. Yes, it's the Stan Serrano show.
Oh, I was just about to.
I was showing people my shit haircut. Look at this, it's awful. Look at that.
Yeah, your nan hasn't seen it yet.
Hang on. Just read the private chat. Read the private chat. Kick me out again. So funny.
Oh,
There we
Back
go.
soon, just getting more ice. Okay.
It says, no wonder Sam found my Ian Watkins joke so funny.
I don't know who Ian Watkins is.
And with that is removed. Well, thanks for joining us, guys, and that's it for this week's Booze at 10.
Thank you for having me.
Alright, I'll down this
right
first.
See, this is it. Down it.
Down it.
Oh, beautiful, Sam. Beautiful.
That was
I've
non-alcoholic.
I've actually run out of Jim
Bingo.
Beam. That's annoying. Right. Thank you so much for watching. If there is amazingly anyone still watching, thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. Again, if you'd like to support the show, please do. Just subscribe to the YouTube channel. You don't have to give us any money because we don't deserve any. Shut up, Sam.
Keep playing.
Next
You're
week,
not heard it yet.
next week we've got special guests from the MASH report, Steve and Alan, and probably Sam again because I love Sam. that's it. Thank you very much for watching. See you next week. Please drink sensibly, or don't. But for the love of God, don't spill it. Good night, everyone. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Have I told you a story about Spiky Mike being a racist? See you later, everyone.